guys, thanks for watching Ray's Tech Portal, and today I'm not behind my computer. It was a nice morning and I thought I would do it with the beach behind me. We're going to be talking about AMD's new processor, the Zen, or as it's now been called, the RyZen. I don't have everything memorized because obviously they just did the press release not too long ago, so I'm going to be going over my notes here. The crazy thing is they're actually putting it toe-to-toe with a Core i7-6900K, which is an $1,100 CPU. Now, the thing that everybody's asking is how the pricing is going to go. Well, this is the only CPU they've actually told us about as of yet. There are rumors out there that they're going to be doing a similar procedure as to the Core i7, Core i5, Core i3, at which the pricing levels will be different for each. That's just rumors. I don't know if AMD is going to actually do that. There's a lot of unknowns, especially since AMD has tried to do new things before and fell flat on their face. I hope for this time AMD gets it right. AMD's gone through a lot of CEO changes, a lot of face fails, marketing issues, and it's been over 10 years since they've released a new architecture, which has put Intel in the forefront and able to basically just dominate the market, leading to motherboards, the best motherboards being made for Intel and everything else. So I'm actually excited to see this come out because it's going to give more diversity to the market. It's going to possibly even give a cheaper CPU to those of us who can't afford an $1,100 powerhouse. I'm hoping to see this somewhere in the $300 to $500 range, or at least a entry-level point to this. So let's go over the specs here. We're going to put it up against the 6900K since that's what they're putting it toe-to-toe with. In the benchmarks, it's actually outperforming it. But anyways, we got 8 cores on both, 16 threads on both. Now here's where it gets a little bit different. The 6900K is going to be 3.2 gigahertz. They're boasting a 3.4 gigahertz base clock. They haven't released the boost clock yet. Because they don't want to give too many of their cards away to Intel, obviously, is what they've got. But definitely, if the base clock is 3.4, I would hazard to say that the boost clock is going to be more than Intel's, which right now is 3.7 gigahertz. Both are going to be 20 meg cache. A huge difference is the TDP at 140 watts. Now, they're saying that it's going to be about a 95 TDP, which is a huge difference. Definitely much more power conscious for the same amount of CPU power, which is pretty impressive. So we'll see how close they come with that. Those of you who are on an AM3 Plus motherboard, unfortunately, you will have to upgrade. They are going to be on an AM4 architecture for a socket type, and your AM3 is not going to cut it. Let's see. Other than that, that's it for my specs, so I'll put this away now. So we're just going to talk about whether you should get one. Am I going to get one? Because of the fact I probably won't be able to afford the motherboard and CPU and DDR4 RAM when it first comes out. Likely not going to happen. Do I want to? Yes, I definitely want to get one. I definitely want to get a rig built out of this and do some reviews on it. Now, as for you guys, my viewers, yeah, if you are planning on building a rig soon, I would wait. I wouldn't go ahead and buy an Intel CPU or even an AMD CPU like an 8350 or 9370 or anything like that. I would wait for the RyZen to come out, see what the pricing structure is going to be, because I have a feeling you're going to get a lot more power for the price. And if AMD doesn't fall flat on their face this time, the RyZen is going to be the new powerhouse in the market for price to power ratio. And I think it's going to probably put AMD back on the map, which is where I thought they should have always been if it wasn't for their poor decisions over the years. But I'm glad to see Intel coming out, or I'm sorry, AMD coming out with something that's going to go toe-to-toe with Intel. And we'll look forward to seeing what the real specs are. But as I said, this is just what they've released and a little bit of rumors that are floating around. What do I think is really going to happen? I think AMD is going to probably pull this one off. They've had too many failures to let this one go. They're probably going to put all their eggs in the basket and make sure that this release goes off smoothly. they've already got announced that they're going to have a server version of the CPU. So I really think they're going to try hard to make this successful, and I think you guys should give them a chance. Like I said, if you're waiting to build a system, go ahead, wait a little bit later. The date has been pushed to next year, early next year, maybe January, February, and we'll see what we got coming out. So thanks for guys watching. If you liked it, like it. If you didn't, well, you know what to do. As always, comment down below. Check out my sponsors. Check out my other videos. And definitely subscribe. Thanks, guys. Have a good morning.